we just went through an impeachment attempt on the President of the United States that was started with a source that Republicans used that was in communication with Russian intelligence. So you have not just the bottom bench here, you have the chairman of the House Oversight Committee, Representative Comer, take quote unquote evidence and account from someone who was working with the Russian intelligence and tried to impeach and remove the President of the United States over it. This is serious.
Using Russian disinformation to try and take down a president is disgusting and not something AOC or the Democrats want any part of. Nor should Republicans be looking into the finances of the Biden family. This is unprecedented. How about Congress focus on doing things for the American people and stop with these silly, useless investigations?
Well, I think, you hear the president say, no collusion, no collusion, no collusion, right? He's always talking about the focus on the relationship between his campaign and Russia, which is the scope of that investigation is under the House Intelligence Committee as well as several other investigatory bodies. So while he's talking collusion, 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 I think in oversight, we should be talking about taxes, 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 and his bank account, his bank account, his bank account, his financial statements. So I think that these are serious issues. I think we need to look at his finances.
How did they not know that, or did they know that this was connected to the Russians? Or did they not figure that out because they hadn't translated from the Cyrillic?
That, I think, is a very excellent question for Chairman Comer. Because
he won't come on.
I mean...
Yeah, I'm sure you're calling him every day to hear his side of the story. Nice try, douchebag. You are a propagandist for the Democratic Party masquerading as a comedian, and a not very good one.
All the Democrats have is Russia, 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 Russia. Our investigation has actually proven that the Bidens took $3.5 million from a Russian oligarch for no known reason. We deposed the president's son, as you know, and they couldn't explain why they received the $3.5 million. We believe the money was received because the Russian oligarch couldn't get an American bank to take her as a client. All the people that the Bidens were influence peddling with were bad people from bad countries around the world. The Democrats always go back to Russia 2.0. I assume what AOC's talking about is the FBI informant that was arrested. We never knew who the FBI informant was. We had whistleblowers bring forward a 1023 that alleged the Bidens were involved in a bribery scheme. This allegation was consistent with what we had already found in Romania and China. We knew the Bidens were up to no good in Ukraine, so we investigated this. We asked Christopher Wray who the FBI informant was, and Christopher Wray himself told us the FBI informant was one of the Bureau's most trusted and highest paid informants. In fact, he had been with the Bureau for over 10 years. So the whole ordeal there with the FBI informant wasn't relevant to the investigation. It was one part that we investigated, but the Democrats and the intelligence community are colluding with the media to try to say that that was a key part of the investigation, and therefore the investigation needs to end. The bottom line is this: the Bidens took nearly $30 million from our enemies around the world. They can't say what they did to receive the money. We believe Joe Biden's compromised because of the money he's taken, and we know Joe Biden's been dishonest with the American people.